Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarrett McKinnon. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd down, McKinnon. And that's going to be a Chiefs first. Got this up to the 28-yard line. Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 31, Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Uses the stiff arm. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So both sides of the football contributing here early. The defense forces the punt, and the offense takes it down the field and punches it in with a short touchdown run.
That's a good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's a room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 70 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there, another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions. One thing, as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Mahomes going to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Mahomes on target here to Hardman. Down inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 33 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely to the locker room and not really press the issue. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Calling that a very strong gain of 24.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it's the Pittsburgh Steelers who are moving on as they were able to eliminate the Buffalo Bills. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offense in quarter number 3.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 120 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him.
The Chiefs off. Set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On first down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. There's a nice move. And he's got some space here. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 46 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Second and goal from the 1. They run again with the fullback Burton. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their first championship round in 1 week's time. Now Mahomes. And hitting Juju on the slant. Finding room in midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Uses the stiff arm. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
133 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll set up to throw. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs in the first down.
Just like the NFL telling you, a league where Just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Kansas City. It's the Steelers and the Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Oh, he fakes a spike. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mike Burton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of...
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Mahomes now to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A nice catch there for Juju Smith-Schuster, playing against the only team he's ever known, the Pittsburgh Steelers. 5 years Juju spent in a Steeler uniform before signing with the Chiefs in May. His best year, 2018. 111 catches, over 1,400 yards receiving that year. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 36 yards as they have taken the lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where the... It's a couple.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the... On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more.
Travis Kelce, 20, 10, touchdown. Travis Kelce, 67 yards. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hand off to the fullback, Burton. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton with his second touchdown in this first half. And the Chiefs continue to play away in this first half. Well, that was hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the video.
Now, maybe we'll see this counter the scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 62 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and folks, this is not an accident. This is by design. They wanted to clear out the middle of the field, and then if no one's open, they've got a safety valve they can just dump it down to, and he's got all sorts of space to roam there, and he turns it into a really big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 22-yard scamper. And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. Shoves him aside. And some space here. Still going. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 67 yards. And the Chiefs are pouring it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's a give up the middle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Blake Bell from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touch. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 75 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Oh, he's got a little damp, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.